Turkey is well known all over the world for the delicious kebab, but there are many more delicious things. So join me in this culinary experience where I'll try different Turkish dishes, street food, and traditional beverages, and I'll rate them from worst to best. And make sure to stick to the end because I'll tell you we're gonna have a beer with an amazing view of the Blue Mosque and Hagia Sophia. So say no more, let's go. Okay, we're going to use this traditional thing that is called baklava. Honestly, I had never heard of that before. Ola knows about them. We paid 120 Turkish liras for this, which is an equivalent of €6. And we're going to see if it's worth those €6. And crunchy, super sweet as well. If you enjoy sweet things a lot, I think you're going to love this. You remember, if you've seen my previous videos, that I'm not the best when it comes to eating sweet things. Now that I think about it probably would have been a great idea to order the coffee. It's too sweet. Let's go with the second kind. Now imagine an old bread that has been there for some days and you let it rest in honey with water for many days and then you take it out and it's that. It's super sweet. I'm happy that we didn't order more. It's way too sweet for me, people. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to even finish the one that is for me. No, I'm actually gonna grab a sip of Ola's coffee. It's too sweet. Oh my god, the coffee is too hot, so now I'm not in a good position. I can't. Good thing is that Ola loves sweets, so she's gonna be the one who's gonna have to finish this. Sorry, but I leave it there. I'm sorry. This beat me. No, this beat me. I'm so sorry. So yes, this is at the bottom of the list because it was too sweet. Let me know down in the comments if you'd like to try it. Let's continue. Okay, my friends, the next thing that we're going to try are the chestnuts. They're being grilled, as you can see on the screen, and there are also a lot of stands. To be honest, I have not eaten these before. I already peeled it off. I'm gonna eat it. It looks like a small brain. Not for me. In the inside, they feel like they're a potato or something like that. These are not for me. I'm not a big fan. For 50 grams, you paid 50 Turkish lira, which is the equivalent of €2.5. I mean, if you're a fan of chestnuts, go for it, but if you don't need it, you're not missing anything. Please let me know down in the comments if you'd like to try grilled chestnuts. Let's continue. I really want you to see the amount of people that wait for this wrap. This is a place that makes wraps of fish. They are super popular because the queues are always in front of these stands. As you can see, the way that they're preparing it, it's super interesting. They put a lot of spicy salad, onion, tomato, and lettuce, and other things, and we're going to see how it tastes. Spicy, not just spicy, but very spicy, I would say. It's not tomato, people, it is jalapeno. It's also got a lot of onion. You have to be careful because I just found a thorn. They take them, but I'm sure that a couple of them are. I found a second thorn. I think I might have swallowed one. You have to be careful because there are actually more thorns than what I thought. I have found like 3, 4, and I'm sure that I have swallowed some, but yeah, there's another one. How much did it cost? 80 Turkish liras, which is an equivalent of €4. The fish wrap is in this position because it had many thorns. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to try it. Let's continue. It costs us 30 Turkish lira, which is an equivalent of €1.5 with salt as well. Thank you very much. You're going to find a lot of stands like this one in which you're able to buy corn and nice. Interesting combination because it's sweet corn and salt. And for only 30 Turkish lira in this beautiful place. And as I eat, we walk a bit around. If the sweet corn had been a field corn instead, it would have ranked much higher. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to try it. Make sure to stay because more delicious things are yet to come. Let's continue. Ola wanted to try this. This is one of these delicacies of Turkey. It's called Turkish Delight. It's like this. It has hazelnut or peanut around. I'm not really sure what that is, but it looks super sweet. And if you know me, you know that my sweet level, it's not very high, but we're going to try it. Good. I have the feeling that it tastes like a Snickers, like a much more expensive Snickers, but yeah, but definitely too sweet for me. But if you love sweet, you're gonna love it. And if you love Snickers, you're gonna love it as well. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to try this Turkish Delight. Let's continue. The first thing that I'm going to eat is in the restaurant Izmir Easy, and in this place I'm going to eat a beef wrap. We waited such a long time for it to be ready. I hope that it's worth the wait. It's kind of thin. Wow, it's got a really great flavor. The meat is completely different because in Poland we have kebab, but the flavor is different. There are different types of spices, I think. A bit spicy, but not very. Really good. How much did it cost? It costed €5 each. I don't know how many kilos I'm gonna put on after this trip. For €5, I honestly would have expected to be full afterwards, but I'm not, so I guess I'm gonna have to buy something somewhere else. This was literally the first thing I ate in Turkey, and to be honest, the more things I ate, the more I realized it wasn't very good. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to try it. Let's continue. Okay, my friends, we're going to eat pita, and it's mixed with cheese, meat, and vegetables, so that's what we're going to be eating here in Balad. I just want to say that the one from yesterday was a bit thicker than this one. Yeah, because the one from the day before ranked much higher. Make sure to stay so you can see it. It's also very good, but thinner, and ingredients are different, but yeah, this is good. And this one has different sides, so this one is with meat and cheese. We're going to see if this one tastes better. It does taste better with meat, but I want to say that the one from yesterday, it was much better, thicker and more cheese. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to try this pide. Let's continue. We're going to start with this airani now. You're wondering what that is. Everyone else was drinking this and we didn't know what it was. It turns out that this is a mixture between yogurt, salt, water, and mint. This one is traditional in Turkey, but apparently it's not just from Turkey. So we're going to give it a try. It's interesting. I want to say that it's a bit sour. Yeah, imagine a salty yogurt. I don't really feel the mint. It's peculiar. That's the way that I can describe this, but not bad. I think that it grows on you. It's not the super delicious thing that you would expect, but it's something traditional from here. The item definitely grew on me, and later I found out that it's even possible to buy it in the supermarket in Poland. Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever tried it. Let's continue. So the next thing that we're going to try is fruit juice. I love that there are stands of fresh fruit here on the street. This is something that in Guatemala happens as well. Right now we're going to buy mixed juice that costs only 40 liras. That's an equivalent of €2 per juice. Thank you very much. So here we have our fresh fruit juice. Okay. Really fresh, really good, really nice. If you go to Turkey, you have to make sure to try one of these fresh fruit smoothies. They're really good. You can also get orange juice, apple juice, pineapple juice, carrot juice, grapefruit juice, orange juice. Completely recommended. Tasty and refreshing. Please let me know in the comments down below if in your country it's possible to find stands like this one. Let's continue. This type of wrap is specifically with chicken. It's got cheese, pickles, and fries. And of course, I'm going to be combining it with ayran. I feel like this is something that you start liking once you drink it more. This one is much better than yesterday. And this one, it's difficult to explain the flavor because imagine the kebab with Turkey spices. That's the best way in which I could explain the flavor of this. Fantastic. Something I have to mention is that if you notice in this one, the tortilla is a bit crunchy. That means that they fried it. The other ones I have eaten, the tortilla hasn't been fried. Anyways, really good. The name of this place is Hatad Doner. Okay, it's just the second night that we're here, but the more I've eaten, the more I've come to realize that the first one that we ate was not good. I mean, it had a lot of fat, very little meat. It was super small, and we know it's curry. That's the flavor that you get. Fantastic. I'm in love with it. This wrap was fairly good. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to try it. And make sure you stay until the end because the best is yet to come. Let's continue. This is tatuni. It's like a flute or something like that. This is, as he was saying, is 100% beef, and it's got greens and tomato. Apparently it's spicy. It's got lemon here, like in Mexico, because in Mexico you eat tacos and they give you something like that. We're going to put some of it here. Let's go. Really good, but the flavor, I don't know how to explain it. It's just I think we should have come here initially. I want to say that the owner is really nice. He asked me where I'm from, where Ola is from. You have no idea the amount of tantuni that they make over and over and over. He's got 2 workers who are going and coming. It's just an incredible amount of people. I mean, it's Saturday, it's 10:30 p.m. And you know something? There is a newspaper hanging on the wall that I guess it's an article written about this place. It's fantastic, amazing. You have to try this. Please come to Turkey and try this. This was the second thing we ate on the first day and it was truly amazing. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to try it. Let's continue. Okay, my friends, and we have now the Turkish tea. As you can see, they also give you like a small cube of sugar. I think I want to try it without the cube of sugar, just like this. And I already waited for it to be a bit colder because I didn't want to grab it when it was so hot. So let's see. Nice. I'm not an expert in teas, but honestly, I don't feel a lot of difference between these and other types of teas. If you know more about teas, what's the difference between a normal tea and the Turkish tea? Please let me know down in the comments. I mean, it's good. It's good. How much does it cost? 10 Turkish lira, which is the equivalent of 50 cents of an euro. Something to note is that the cats are everywhere. Like in every restaurant that we've been to, the cats are around. And that's something nice to see. Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever tried the Turkish tea and also if you like cats. Let's continue. Right now we're going to eat this simit with Nutella. We haven't eaten breakfast. This is going to be the first thing that we're going to be eating right now. And as you can see on the screen right now, he cuts it in the half and he spread the Nutella on it. That's basically it. How much did we pay for it? We paid 25 Turkish lira, which is the equivalent of €1, basically. It looks good. We're going to see. I mean, I have the impression that it's crunchy, so say no more, let's go for it. I love Nutella. It doesn't have a lot, so it's sweet, but the perfect amount. And the seeds give it a really nice taste, so really good. I hope I'm not dirty. Really good. I recommend it. Let me know down in the comments if you would eat it or not. Now we're going to eat breakfast. They told me what this is. I don't know the name because it's super difficult to pronounce. It is a combination of cheese, spinach, and potato. And this is the salty version. This is sweet. I don't know what ingredients are inside of this one. Probably honey. I paid 102 Turkish liras for these 2 dishes and 2 teas. And that's an equivalent of €5. So super price. We're going to start with the salty version. As you can tell, it's quite a busy street right here. I hope you can still hear what I'm saying. Let's give it a shot then. Strong flavor of spinach, a bit bitter I would say, but I like it. Much better when it's balanced between the cheese and the spinach. With every bite, it tastes much better. And now we're going to try the sweet one. I'm not really sure if that's the grease or it's honey or something. We're going to find out right now. Interesting. It's kind of flavorless, to be honest. And to be honest, I think it's greasy. That's what it is. But let's see. I'm only double thinking about all the grease that you can see there, but this is that when you look at it, it looks like it's gonna be super sweet, and then you try it and it's not at all. You're surprised by it. One last bite. I would recommend the salty one more. The one with spinach and cheese, much better, definitely. The name of it was Borek, I realized until after the video. Let me know in the comments down below, please, if you'd like to try it or not. Let's continue. Okay, and we are inside of one of these spices shops in the Grand Bazaar. There are so many things. There are so many different smells. What we bought were one of these candy that you find here. This is what we're going to be trying right now, which are some Turkish traditional candy. Wow, how to explain to you? It's some kind of, it's not exactly one of those gummy bears, because the gummy bears, I have the feeling that sometimes you feel like they're a bit of plastic. This one is much more bland and it's got sugar powder on the outside. It's really nice. How much did we pay for this? It is about 100 grams, 120 grams, I don't know. And we paid 125 Turkish liras. Yeah, I have to admit that it was quite tasty. And I bought it in the Grand Bazaar, so if you'd like to watch a video about that, make sure to subscribe. Let's continue. Okay, my friends, now we're going to try the famous Turkish coffee. It's basically a shot of espresso. As you can see, it's tiny here. They give you a small cup of water. They have already put 2 cubes of sugar because I asked for it to be with sugar. And then they give you some small chocolates and a tiny little jelly bean. And now I want to show you how they make it. They put the coffee and add water and add more water. And then they move it in hot sand. They add the sugar and they stir it. And they stir it again, and they stir it one more time. They keep moving it around the hot sand, and that's how it boils. After that, they pour it on your cup, and that's it. And you know, to be honest, I don't drink coffee. I hardly ever drink coffee. I usually drink teas whenever it's cold for me. But no, I am not a person who needs coffee to wake up or to grab energy. And according to what I'm reading online, you should have a sip of water to clear your palate before, and then you can start drinking the coffee. So that's what I'm going to do. If you look at it, it looks like it's hot chocolate or hot cocoa because of how concentrated it is. Cheers. It's hot. Oh my god, it's really strong. It's different. It is strong, but it's not as strong as I thought it was going to be. Probably it's the sugar that it's been already added. It's tasty. Grab my opinion with a pinch of salt because this, as I said, I'm not an expert in coffee. It's also not as hot as I thought it was going to be. And I'm going to have a bit of a drink of water as well. I'm wondering how much energy this coffee will give me because I'm not used to drinking it. I already know what you're thinking, Jose. How can you say that you're even drinking the coffee and look, you're given like 3 sips and you barely drunk anything? That's my way of doing it, and I'm gonna give another very tiny sip. I'm gonna combine it with one of these chocolate beans that they have given me. Sweet. recommend it. From a person who doesn't drink coffee, totally recommend it. First, for the experience, and if you like enjoying a good coffee, especially in a place like this, come on, it can't get better than this. And you know what? Bring me the marathon because I'm ready to run it because I have already a lot of energy. So cheers, my friends. Definitely enjoy one of these small but tasty Turkish coffee in Istanbul. For a person who doesn't drink coffee, I think it was very tasty. And not only that, but the experience is very nice to see how they make it. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to try the Turkish coffee. So we're going to eat now Adana kebab. As you can see right now, this is grilled lamb with a grilled tomato, rice, onion, a green pepper, grilled. Of course, you've got also some pieces of tortilla. This is a very traditional dish. It costs 160 Turkish lira. That's an equivalent of around 8 euro. I think the portion is great for the price. And of course, as it's becoming a tradition, I'm drinking the ayran every time that I order something. Stop talking, it's time to start eating. I remember that I've had lamb a couple of times before in Poland and I don't remember it being such a great experience, but we're going to see now. The combination of everything is so good, really. You know, in Poland, I always had the idea of kebab being like a tortilla or a wrap or this pita bread. But now I'm seeing that there are so many different options to choose from. And I mean, it's basically the same ingredients, but in different presentations. It's not spicy, but it was gonna be spicy, but it's not. This is how it looks, a bit longer. The lamb tastes amazing. People are so nice because they just gave us a tea. We were talking with the waiter. He's very open to us, and we were asking some questions because we actually wanted to drink a beer, but we noticed that the restaurants don't have this option in the menu. We asked why, and he told us that because of the religion, we are near a mosque, so they, for respect, don't sell it. Of course that there are some clubs and places that they do, but they respect that, so they don't sell. And he even told us that he has to commute every day 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening. He has to take a minibus, a bus, and then a train. Sometimes it's even longer. It's incredible the distances that people have to travel. But he was also saying that it's very nice to be able to work in this place because a lot of tourists come and that is helpful for the economy. Anyways, as a conclusion of this place, I wanted to say that I completely recommend it. It's called Altin Baka. The kebab was fantastic. The lamb was very nice. Not only the food was amazing, but the service was exceptional. Being able to talk with the waiter and listen to his stories was really interesting for us, and it made the experience much more special. I strongly recommend this restaurant if you're around Karaköy in Istanbul. Let's continue because the best is yet to come. Okay, and in Turkey, even getting an ice cream is a real experience. You're going to see why right now. Okay, as you see, they take it. You cannot even grab it. Okay, almost. As you see,
vanilla chocolate, pistachio, strawberry.
Vanilla, please. They are very creative because they take it. Okay, now I have this one, but he's gonna offer me another one.
Come here, please.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank
What's
you.
your name?
My name is Jose.
Asil?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
My name is Cesar.
Okay, Cesar.
Nice to meet you. Sorry. Thank
They
you.
put it on your nose.
Merhabalar, buyurun.
Okay. I still don't have my ice cream.
Yes, please. Thank
okay.
you, sir. How are you?
Okay.
You can turn, please.
Okay, even they spin you
Merhaba.
around.
Test, please. Yes. Merhabalar, buyurun.
It's a real experience. I
Okay,
mean,
finish. For the gift. Test, please.
it's like this is the experience of getting an ice cream in Turkey. A really interesting experience that you have to try if you go to Turkey. We paid 50 Turkish lira for this, which is an equivalent for 2 euro.
Extra.
And he wants to give me the... How much should I pay for that? I'm wondering.
One scoop.
Thank you so much, my bro. They're always super nice. Completely recommended. A funny experience. It's like you're paying for them to humiliate you, but it's just the experience. So enough with the explanation. We're going to try. Wow. I mean, it's like if it were cheese. Nice ice cream. I'm not the biggest fan of ice cream, but wow, interesting. It's somewhat sticky. It's a combination between creamy and sticky. And as I said, I'm not the biggest fan of ice cream, but it was good and the experience was really nice, so it had to be definitely on the top of the list. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to try this ice cream and if you'd like to have the experience. Alright, my friends, right now what we're going to try is this type of Turkish pizza. I was asking the name and the name was actually quite long, and then they told me to say just pide, and that's what we're going to eat right now. This one costs 100 lira, which is the equivalent to 5 euro, and we're going to give it a shot right now. So Really good flavor. How can I explain this? Imagine in your head some kind of pizza with Turkish spices. It's basically that. One thing I want to mention, people are very kind everywhere. Everywhere they ask me where I'm from. They want to know exactly where Guatemala is located because some people don't know, some people do know. But they are always curious and wondering where we both come from because they not only ask me, but they also ask Ola. You have no idea of how much I'm enjoying these. This pita was definitely one of the best things I ate in Turkey. I've eaten a couple of times in Poland after our trip, but it doesn't come close. It was just fantastic. Make sure to eat some pita when you visit Turkey. Let's continue. We're going to eat now this gosleme. I don't know if the pronunciation is alright. She fries it, she puts some cheese inside, and we're going to try because this is purely street food here in Istanbul. Oh my god. It's really good because it's got mozzarella cheese inside. Really good. How much does it cost? 50 Turkish lira, which is equivalent of €2.50. The name of the restaurant is Bago, and I think it's a very delicious snack that you can have when you are like walking on the streets. I think it's one of the best things that I've eaten here. I want to say that it's really tasty. I saw it a couple of nights ago and I have been trying to eat it since that moment. And yes, definitely worth it. I totally recommend it. Especially with the mozzarella, fantastic. Yes, I mentioned one of the best things I ate. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to try it. And next, as I said at the beginning of the video, a place where you can have a beer and have an amazing view of the Blue Mosque and Hagia Sophia. Honestly, I don't know what this was, but it was honestly nice to experience this. We are on a terrace and the Blue Mosque is behind us. I don't know exactly the name of it because the menu doesn't have it, but once you see the Blue Mosque on the front and just go to the left, there are many terraces here. I'm drinking a beer and Ola is drinking a coffee. It's really nice to come and sit for a moment and enjoy the beautiful view that you get in this place. Okay, my friends, and we are right now in the Taksim Square, and as you can see here, there are a lot of places where you can buy this kebab. There are so many there in the back, but we decided this one because it looks really good. It costs us 90 Turkish liras, which is the equivalent €4 and some cents. So we're going to give it a shot. This is a mixture between beef and chicken. So say no more, let's go. Oh my god. This is so much better than what we ate yesterday. I have just given it a bite. My god, this is what we came for. As you can see, inside it's got some pickles and I'm not really sure what other vegetables it's got inside, but it's really good. People, let me tell you, this is what we came here for. The previous one was called Durmen Et, and this one is called Tombik Donut. This is just of chicken, and we're going to give it a shot. I'm sure that I'm going to be super fat after this trip. I mean, this is our breakfast. I mean, the breakfast. You cannot get more Turkish than this. The mosque right there in the back, this flavor. It's way too good. It's way too good. I usually like beef more, but no, the chicken is winning the battle today. How can you describe something that tastes so good? This is the type of food that I get angry when I'm eating it because I know that it's gonna be over soon. So I really recommend you to come to the Taksim market and you're going to find this place which is called Bari's Buffet. I recommend you to eat really delicious Turkish food. And if you don't like it here, there are many others right there. Completely recommended. Yes, this was the best thing I ate in Turkey. It was truly amazing. Let me know in the comments down below what you think it would be your favorite. Make sure you watch the video where I went to the supermarket in Turkey to see what interesting products they sell, and make sure to subscribe to see the other videos from Turkey and from other places. Greetings from someone who gained a few kilos after this video. Till the next time.